hey y'all, this is what dreams are made of. Hey y'all, this is what dreams are made of. I've got somewhere I belong. I've got somebody to love. This is what dreams are made of. Y'all like my intro? Y'all like that? Y'all like that? Stop. Thank you. All right, hey y'all. So it is December 4th. Vlogmas. So y'all, I've actually been up for a while. It is currently, I believe, 11:10 right now. I've been up since 7, and I know I cannot be the only person who does this, but I just be scrolling on my phone. I know I should have woke up. I did say a little prayer, but I should have got up, went over to my desk, and started doing my little devotions. But I will do that when I get out the shower. So I'm a little nude right now. So that's why y'all not see my whole body. Body yaddy 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 yaddy. Body crazy curvy wavy big little waist. Body crazy curvy wavy big little waist. Body yaddy yaddy yaddy. All right. So yeah, y'all. So I'm about to hop in the shower and get the day started. I was thinking about making me some breakfast, but we'll see how I'm feeling. Cause y'all ever cause with me, my parents keep telling me, because I'm not a hungry person. That sounds weird, but I don't like to eat that much. And my parents are telling me, oh, even though if you're not hungry, you have to force yourself to eat. But yesterday, not yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. I was forcing myself to eat. And I literally gagged. I was about to throw up because it's I don't feel like eating sometimes. And I know I can't be the only person who does this. I don't know if it's because the medication that I'm on or whatever. But yeah, I just know I cannot be the only person who does this out there. But yeah, y'all, so I'm about to hop in the shower and y'all will see me after I'm done up. Hey y'all, so I'm trying to hurry up and speak real quick because I'm not trying to get copyrighted. You're fired, bitch. Kiara, I'm trying to hurry up and speak right now. I'm not trying to get copyrighted because of music, but I'm ready. I'm just waiting to go pick up. Y'all see when we get there. So that's why I just wanted to show y'all that I was ready. It's looking very much sun-kissed.
Following you.
Alright, y'all, so I am currently on my way to, this song would definitely get copyrighted, so I'll speak to y'all when I'm in the store.
Not this song. I get shit done. That's all that matters.
So why am I not famous?
Because you have to put yourself out there.
I am.
When it comes to business consulting, that's when I step in. When it comes to the money being made, that's when I step in.
Okay, y'all, so I'm currently at the store. I should probably just is this it? Okay, this is the entrance. I should probably just let y'all know. I am currently at Petco looking to get stuff for my new kitten. I'm currently here to purchase a no, I got one on Amazon already. I'm here to purchase
Floral Star.
I don't know what that was. I'm here to purchase a cat bag, and I'm gonna see if they have affordable cat trees. I don't think I'm gonna take the cat outside. I mean, I have seen people take cats outside. Like a cat carrier.
Soft-sided carriers? Is that what you're looking for?
Yes. $54.
All kinds of different styles and sizes right there.
Thank you. Yes.
Cool. Very low.
They
Happy
smoking
holidays.
dick. Why you said that to him?
You gotta make people day sometimes. He probably was gonna go home and end his life. And I just made his day. So he gonna hold on one more day. Sometimes you gotta be nice to people.
Did you see that he was like stressed or
You
something?
just never know. That's why I be nice to people at drive-thrus stuff like. You never know when somebody ready to go home and end it all. Fuck this shit.
Stop.
But now that you done came and made them smile, they like, you know what, life is worth living.
Yeah, but they're smoking dick with this price. Definitely smoking dick.
You're not gonna get it like any much cheaper. You do that, right?
Nyla said she got hers at Ross for $8, and I went to Bell's yesterday. They didn't have anything. I don't know how much they are at the place. Why am I still recording? All right, so y'all, I got some stuff,
I gotta see what card is gonna get in.
and then I found this. Well, he found that because I was about to cry. Because I honestly don't know how much the Humane Society they charge for their cat carriers, but I'm thinking it should be a lot because
See, I wanted to bring my dog up here.
I mean, when me and mommy got
A white dog and turn him into Pikachu.
turn it into a Pikachu.
Like tell him to paint him like Pikachu. But you gotta have the papers and
All right, y'all. So secret cat is out the bag. I was trying to adopt today. I don't know if you can see the little baby kittens, but I'm too late. First come, first serve. So I guess I'll try another time, but I'm closing out this vlog. I might go get some drinks. I don't know, who knows, but I'm kind of sad. And the service here is really bad, but for the prices, it's okay. But yeah. So happy Vlogmas Day 4, December 4th, whatever. I'm ending out this vlog very sad.
trying to get you some peace. That you can do your little vlog.
cheap animals, cheap responses. So you
Stop.
can't blame them. Cheap animals, cheap responses.
Say that again.
Cheap animals, cheap responses.
You gonna pay $100 for a cat?
If it came with better staffing, equipment.
No,
if
because
had
I was
insurance
actually
on my
trying
cat,
to get a Garfield cat, but they told me I had to send them a photo of my ID. I had to send them a biography of who I am, and I'm just like, by the time I get this cat, it's gonna be a grown-ass cat. Like, y'all doing too much. So, yeah, y'all, I'm closing out this vlog. Hopefully, I'll try again next weekend, or I don't know, we'll see. I'm breaking out, but bye.
Do you want to get insurance on them just in case if they.
Alright, hey y'all, so I was going to close out the vlog in the last clip. As you can see, I'm not a happy camper today because, y'all, look at the stuff. I literally got everything, but that's okay. So, hold on. Alright, so I'm not a happy camper, and just, I don't know, in general today things didn't just, today was just not my day. So I was thinking of a story time. I was writing it down in my journal, and I was like, you know what, let me just tell this story. Oh, excuse me. So this is another Walmart story time, and I might not be looking directly at my phone at the camera because the light is kind of like hurting my eyes. So this story, hold on, before I go into this, I don't even think I'm gonna give them names. So the reason why I'm actually doing this story is because I seen this coworker recently, and it was honestly good to see her. You know, she's doing great, baddie. Yeah, and I don't know, it was good seeing each other or whatever, because I haven't seen her in years. So this is at Walmart. I don't know what I'm gonna call this story time. I think I'll just call this like Walmart. I don't know. Okay, so this takes place in Walmart. I believe this was, if you watch my last story time about Walmart, I believe this was definitely before that whole Walmart fake ass love affair. So at the time, I did not have a car and I was still in school. Yeah, this was definitely before my boyfriend broke up with me. Or it was like in the little crevices of like when he broke up with me. So that's what I'm thinking, because my memory's not that great. So, well, it's not that great on the timeline. Excuse me. So, like I said in my last Walmart story time, I didn't have a car. I was in school at the time. And one of my coworkers, she noticed that I was taking Uber a lot or whatever. So she was like, hey, like, do you want my man and I to take you home and you just give him $5? And I was like, oh, okay, that would be dope. So me and her set it up whenever she would come to work, and we would both work the same shift. So it was only when she came into work though that like I would get a ride home from them and I would give them money. So, excuse me, I think a week or two went by, and of course I would work days she wouldn't work, and she would work days I wouldn't work, and her mom also worked there as well. So a good 2 weeks go by. She's not working this particular day, and honestly, a lot of things were going on in my life. Like I said again, I'm not correct with the timeline, but I used to like drink a lot. Don't know how I'm still living by the grace of God, but y'all, I would literally drink like a bottle of Amsterdam a day. Literally a day, and I'm not kidding. That might not be like much, but it is a lot to me. Now if I even smell Amsterdam, I'm like, ugh. But so she wasn't working this day, her mother was, and I was working as well. So her man comes in, and I guess he's talking to the mom. He's like, hey, you know, I'll be waiting outside. He passes by me. He was like, hey, do you need a ride home tonight? And I was like, oh, like, yeah, like, okay, that's dope. So I believe I did text her. I was like, hey, you know, your man is giving me a ride home or whatever. Like, he's giving me and your mom a ride home. And she was like, okay. So I thought he was going to drop me off first. That's what I thought. Like, that's what we discussed. Like, okay, you're going to drop me off first, and then you're going to take your mother-in-law home or whatever. So that's what I thought, y'all. So I believe he drops the mother off first, and I'm just like, okay. He goes to some sketchy ass motel. I believe this was, I don't even remember it, but they're pink or like purple on the outside. He goes to this sketchy ass motel. I guess he's picking up something. Then he goes to a liquor store, and I'm just like, at the liquor store, I'm like, bro, are you gonna take me home? He was like, yeah, I'm gonna take you home. I think when he stopped by the liquor store, I got out the car as well to like grab a bottle. And for the negative Nancy's out there, I know y'all are gonna be like, well, bitch, if you have money to buy a bottle, ho, you have money to get an Uber. Cash and card are two different things, okay? And we just not gonna get into that, but I did not have the funds on my account at the time. I think if my dad wasn't able to like take me home, I would definitely like walk home, even though it was like I would say like an hour walk home, literally at midnight in Nebraska is crazy as fuck. Like, who the fuck? No. Even though I did it at times, I would not recommend anyone to do that. But yeah, I had cash, but I did not have the funds in my bank account. Because at the time I was drinking a lot. So I grabbed the bottle or whatever, and waited for him to finish doing whatever he was doing. I believe next to the liquor store, it was some sketchy ass club, and I felt really uncomfortable. Like, I just wanted to go home and drink my life away. That sounds horrible. I don't know why I'm saying that so nonchalantly, but at the time, that's what I was doing. So, he's driving me home. I guess he's trying to like have small talk with me or whatever. And I can't remember if my boyfriend at the time just broke up with me or if I was in a relationship at the time. It's unclear, but it was a lot going on at that time. So I feel him put his hand on my leg, and I'm just like, I move it. I'm like, what are you doing? Like, no, this is not that. So we're almost to my house. Like, he stopped at a stop sign that was like literally down the street from my house. And he's driving, I'm sitting here, I'm looking out my window because I'm like, and I'm texting my friend. At the time I'm texting Greg, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, he's making me feel uncomfortable. I feel like he's trying to come on to me. This is like, so like, this is not what I signed up for. Like, if I had known like he was gonna act like this without his girl there, like without my friend there, I would never, like, even from jump, I would have never said, oh yeah, like, I'll accept rides from you guys. Like, I would have never did the whole exchange. So I'm sitting there texting Greg. I'm just like, oh my gosh, like, I feel so uncomfortable. Like, this dude is like making me feel really weird and creepy. So I'm looking out the window and just like, honestly, I could have just opened the door and just like walked it was a long block, but my house was literally down the street. So I was like, damn, I'm just looking out the window like, yo, I should like get out the car right now because he tries to touch my leg. Like, what the fuck else is gonna happen? I'm looking out the window and he's like, Fabiola. And I'm just like, what? As I'm still looking out the window, he's like, look at me. And I'm like, for what? Like, no, bro, like, why'd you stop at the stop sign? Go. And it's dark as hell outside, y'all. I believe I got off of work at around like 11 or 10. It was one of those times. So I'm just like, can you just go? Like, my house is literally down. I didn't say all that, but I'm just like, what? Like, I don't have to look at you. Like, can you just drive? Like, why'd you stop at the stop sign for so long? Y'all, he grabs my face and he kisses me, and I back away. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, what are you doing? So he's like, oh, I think he said, you want it, or you like that. I'm like, no. So I have the door open a little bit because at this point, like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me? So I have the door open a little bit, and like, he drives off while the door is still open a little bit. He drops me off at my house. I slam the door. I go inside. At that point, I'm like upstairs in my room. I'm crying. I'm drinking. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he just did this. And I'm telling my friend Greg, and we all worked together the next day. And we were all on CAP team 2, I believe, together as well. So I'm like sitting there crying, telling Greg what happened, this and that. And Greg was like, you know what, Fab, I know you feel uncomfortable, but I feel like the best thing you should do is to tell her so it doesn't come from him. And I was like, you know what, Greg, you're right. And like I said in the story, this is a short story time. In the story, I was drinking a lot. So before I went to work, I believe we started work at 2, got off of work around like 10 or 11. So I drank before I went to work, and y'all, I would get drunk. Like, I wouldn't say pissy drunk because I was still functioning, but I would get drunk enough to where I could function throughout the day. So I was drunk as hell going to work or whatever. I think I took an Uber to work, or my dad dropped me off at work. I'm not sure which one it was. So, and if I know if some of y'all are watching this, y'all like, well, why didn't your dad? But my dad, or why didn't you take Uber? I think at the time I was paying for school, so it's like my funds weren't always there for me to go ahead and take Uber. Couldn't change my work schedule because I need to go to school in the morning, then come to work or whatever. And then with my dad, he would wake up early to go to work in the morning, and it was just inconvenient for him to stay up. I mean, it would have been nice, but it's just inconvenient for him to stay awake until I get off of work, for him to come get me and take me all the way home, and then for him to go back home just to wake up like at 4 in the morning. So sometimes he would do it if he didn't have to go to work early in the morning the next day, but other times it would just be an inconvenience for him. So I go to work drunk the next day or whatever, and I approach her, and she's a sweetheart. I approach her, I'm like, hey girl, like, I'm all smiling because I'm drunk. She was like, hey, what's up, Fab? And I was like, I have to tell you something. So I pull her aside and she was like, what is it? She thinks it's something funny because I'm smiling, but it's not. And I'm like, hey, you know, like, your man came in and he offered me a ride or whatever because he was taking your mom home as well. And I accepted. And while he dropped me off, he came on to me and he kissed me. I immediately pulled away and that was it. And she was like, oh my gosh, like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. I don't remember our conversation after that, but I believe either her phone was off or her phone was getting fixed or something. She called him off of my phone and she was like, oh, why would you sit there and make a move on my friend like that? Like, she walked away, but as she was on the phone with him, that's what I heard in the beginning of the conversation. So she gave me my phone back or whatever. And then after that, it wasn't awkward between us, but I just never accepted rides from them anymore. And every time he would come into Walmart, he would be like, oh, you snitch, you snitch. And I think she stayed with him because that is the father of her children and they were living together at the time. I'm not sure what she's doing now, but they lived together, so she did stay with him. But it just kind of like hurt my heart because it's like, okay, you assaulted me and now when you come into work to pick up your girl, you're calling me a snitch. So in my mind, I'm like, okay, if he had assaulted me further, would I have called the cops? Like, of course I would still tell the girl, but it's like, why are you coming into work? Like, you would literally find wherever I am, because when it was time to close or whatever, like, people were still allowed to come into Walmart. Like, I guess if you're picking someone up, our store was kind of lenient like that. And he would just walk around, like, and try to find me or wherever the hell I am just to harass me and be like, oh, you snitch, you snitch. And I would just ignore it. And I never told the girl about this because it's just like, I don't want to deal with her or her man. She had nothing to do with it, but so it was just like a weird situation that I was put in. So I recently seen her at this club that I went to or whatever for a day party, and she looks so good. She looks so happy, and we followed each other on social media. I would say like a good month before I actually seen her in person, and I didn't even know she worked at that club. So I was like, oh my gosh, like, it was good seeing you in person. And, you know, we caught up a little bit. Like, she's working, I'm working, you know, like, we're both like trying to survive out here, I guess. So I guess that's the end of my story time. Not really a good one, I should say, but the vlog today was very disappointing and very short. So, you know, just wanted to give y'all, excuse me, a story. And I don't know whether I should take a nap or order some food. I don't know what's going on today, but I'm not in the best of moods at all right now. And that story time did not help. So hope y'all like it. Go ahead, like and subscribe to me. And yeah, happy Vlogmas Day 4. And y'all will see me in my next video, which will be tomorrow. Bye.